Welcome to another unboxing and first look video. This time around we are looking at my new motherboard, which is ASUS Prime X370 Pro. Just looking at to start with the box, it's a lot of PR blurb. So 5-way optimization, USB 3.1, SLI, AMD, Crossfire, HDMI, all sorts of things. So 5-way optimization, that's the one click overclock and cooling, which is nice. It has the M2 slot, not so much slot but compatibility. Front panel connectors for USB 3.1, which is something that I really wanted for my Dark Fleet case. RGB Aura, I'm not really fussed about that. I'm not a fan of tons of LED LEDs everywhere, although you probably see that the 1080 Ti it is glowing in various colors there. That's just because I haven't managed to actually set it up correctly. I'll just use it. So yeah, anyway, it's box standard as for any 370X chipset motherboard. Of course, takes AM4 socket, CPUs, Ryzen 1700X in my case, 2 PCI Express 3rd gen, SLI supports, Crossfire support, has a display port as well at the back, DJI VRM EPU, supports DDR4 up to 3200 MHz if I'm correct, although that motherboard is known to have few quirks with the BIOS as well, so I think people are still struggling to get a solid frequencies memory-wise from it. Although that will be, of course, tweaked by ASUS rather sooner than later. Well, anyway, done about that. Let's have a look at the board itself and what the contents of the box are. So, standard setup. Let's have a look at the motherboard first. And that is one decent looking motherboard. I mean, this is one of the no-nonsense motherboards, probably without any stupidity, and 3D printable parts, and RGBs flashing in your face everywhere. So fairly box standard setup. Quite enough space around the CPU sockets. I know that the Noctua HD 15 will actually fit nicely. I might have to adjust the fan height when I install the memory modules, but that should be about it. Heat sinks spread out across the motherboard for the key components. Rather nice. Toned down colors. Like I said, nothing too flashy. It should do its job just fine. Interface at the back, so USBs, audio, and all sorts of other things, including the HDMI and ports. So that's the motherboard to a side. See what else they gave us, if anything. So shield, that's standard. SLI bridge. Very nice. ROG SLI HB bridge. There you go. That's one thing from ROG that I got with this board. 2 screws. That's an abundant thing. SATA cable. That little nifty helper for all the connections to your switches. Safety information. 20% off cable mod cables. Fantastic. Quick start guide. DVD that we'll probably never use. And the box standard thickish user guide. So all in all, there is not an awful lot in terms of extras that you get with that motherboard, which is well, it's not surprising its price point. because it was rather cheap compared to the other boards. However, it showed exactly what it's supposed to do in terms of running the Ryzen processor together with a bit of memory and a decent card. So I'm very much looking forward to actually getting that all up together and up to speed. Start overclocking as well, as apparently this one does handle a little bit of an overclock as well with no problems. So yeah, time will tell. We'll see what happens. This is how things look like. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you already have this motherboard and have some feedback with regards to it, as in sell it as quickly as possible and replace it for something else, I'd like to hear from you. But other than that, yeah, I hope to see you soon.